Hello, I just wanted to give a quick demo of a merge conflict resolution with the textual xtUML build-up bridgepoint. So counterintuitively, most of this demo is not going to include bridgepoint, but we'll start off here with the familiar microwave oven model. And in this demo, I'm going to be doing some work on the oven class. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see that there's a attribute here called model number, which is an integer, and I've added that attribute from the base model, and I'm going to demonstrate what happens if I were to add another attribute in a different branch. So I'm going to open up my Git Explorer here, and I'm on a branch called Demo A where I've added the model number. And if I look at the diff down here, it's very clear what I did in the text file. And it just shows the part of the file that's changed, but I've just added a new attribute into the class file called model number with type of integer. In a separate branch, I've added an attribute called manufacturer that is a string type, and I'm going to try to merge these two branches together. So I'll go back to my demo A branch and I'll click merge, select my demo B branch and click OK. It tells me that there's merge conflicts. I expected that. So I'm going to go up and look at the conflict, and you can see in the head branch, so my current branch, I have my model number as an integer, and in my um, merging branch, I have that manufacturer. So I'm going to go ahead and resolve this conflict. I'm just going to go to my terminal here and open up this file. And in this case, I want both of these new attributes, so I've just resolved that conflict. And I'll finish this merge. Back in my Git Explorer, I can see that I have my merged branches now. And if I go back to Bridgepoint and refresh my model, I should see, whoops, I have model number and manufacturer here in my class now. And at this point, I would be done. Now I want to do one more demo of something a bit more traumatic. I have set up two more demo branches, demo C, and in this one, I've added a model number attribute in SQL persistence mode. So if you were a wizard that could read the matrix like me, you would be able to see that this is the model number attribute, and this 2 right here means it's an integer. If I go to demo D, I have manufacturer, and this 4 right here means it's a string. So I'm going to check out my demo C branch, and I'm going to try to merge in demo D and hit OK. Once again, I have merge conflicts. I'll scroll up and see, I should be able to see. There we go. It took a moment to refresh, but I can see my merge conflict here. And I can see it's actually, the conflict as it shows is actually completely inside an SQL instance. And so it would be very tricky to resolve this conflict without pretty good knowledge of the persistence format. So I'll show this also in my editor. See if I can shrink it a little bit. Whoops. So here's where the head revision starts, and it contains all this stuff, and then the merging demo D. And Bridgepoint, or rather, the git merge thinks that these two lines, which are part of the instance, and this line here, which is also part of the instance, is not part of the merge, but in reality, we need all of both of those sets of insert statements. So it's very tricky to resolve by hand, and I'm sure that's no surprise to anybody who's been using Bridgepoint for any number of years or time. So with the textual xtUML, we're able to get a much cleaner merge conflict resolution. And that's all I have for you today.